me out there who are wondering what to do with all of that baby stuff that is hanging around the garage and has been there for years now. Next guest has a great idea for us. Please welcome Dannii Minogue. Great to have you here. Now, this is a brilliant story. Tell us about it.
Yes, I'll tell you exactly what you can do. There was a woman who I recently had the pleasure of meeting, and she had exactly the same problem 7 years ago, and she didn't just clear out her house. She's since helped thousands of people in their time of need.
St Kilda is a beachside suburb where Melbourne comes to play. But not far from the glitz, in a cramped little warehouse in a tiny back street, lives are being changed for the better. And we can thank this lovely lady, Jessie McPherson.
Well, I brought a delivery.
Oh, thank you.
You think you've got no baby items left at home, and then you find another box of clothes.
Jessie's the founder of St Kilda Mums, a charity that rebirths all things baby. Clothes, cots, prams, bassinets, and so much more.
Boys size 2, freshly washed.
Volunteers sort them, store them, then send them to young families who deserve a break.
They've fled family violence. They're homeless. They have no income. So trying to get on in this world and be the best mother that you can when you've got the odds stacked against you is extraordinary.
What are the stories that you think about that really touch you?
Well, there's lots of stories, and I'm probably going to cry thinking about them.
Welling up already.
This was a single mum with a very small baby, and the maternal child health nurse was trying to explain to this mother that she couldn't hold formula over. You can't put it back in the fridge for another 2 or 4 hours. And in the way home in the car, burst into tears and said, I have no choice. I have to hold the formula over because I don't know how I can afford the next can of formula.
I have to wipe away little tears because some of the stories are really, yeah, you do everything with a lot of heart.
It's hard work and it's hands-on. Everything is checked for safety and bags of basics just fly off the shelves.
Sheets, there's blankets, there's wraps, there's grow suits, there's towels, there's flannels, everything you would need.
I would think it's quite emotional when the ladies who have nothing receive something like this. It's a beautiful gift as well.
That's right.
Made with love. These shelves here are packed with clothes, blankets, things that are going out. So how long before this all disappears?
We help about 120 families a week, so I expect all these bags will be gone by this time next week.
And sure enough, they were. Social workers turn up to take away items that their clients desperately need. Gail Schmidt is here to pick up a high chair. She was also there the very moment 7 years ago when St Kilda Mums was born.
We had a cupboard at our maternal and child health centre in St Kilda that we just used to throw stuff in. Jessica came in one day and her reaction was, oh, that's disgusting, I'm going to organise that for you. So she did. And this is what we've ended up with. It's wonderful.
Since then, the charity has grown out of control. They've helped set up similar groups across Australia and overseas. The problem here is that there's not enough space to house all the generosity.
It is bursting at the seams.
That's right.
Where do you go from here?
There is a warehouse across the road from us.
This is the game changer. How big is this compared to what you have now?
This is 400 square metres, so it's twice the size. More parking, more ability for people to drop off more frequently. We're hoping that this will really change things for us.
Things happen fast with these mums.
But the rent is no laughing matter, 60 grand a year. Helping young families comes with considerable overheads.
How can we help? Like simple ways, boom, boom, boom. I'm sitting at home now, I'm watching the TV going, I love her, I love St Kilda Mums. What can I do?
We'd love people to contribute to our rent appeal. $3 would make a huge difference for us to get into that warehouse.
If everyone who was watching, donated
right.
the cost of a coffee, you could be in there and you could triple the amount of families
That's right.
that you're helping. I would love to see that.
They give people something absolutely special. It makes a difference to people to have respect and to feel respected. A unique bunch of people, they do a fantastic job and we're lucky to have them in our community.
I think you have angels working for you as well as the 1,000 volunteers because it seems to be when somebody tells you what they need, it arrives.
Every time that happens, it's a little reminder to us that what we're doing is right and good and worth the time that we spend.
So great to see just how much stuff is coming in. I mean, that's incredible.
To understand how valuable these things are that you may take for granted that you can just go and buy, when I went to meet Jessie, apart from her amazing energy, was I got up every morning and I couldn't help but think of mums who had nothing.
Yeah.
That tin of formula, I mean, I think that just says so much, that story, for anyone that's got their own child and is, you know, thinking about all the stuff they have in their day-to-day life that they may not need, that they can contribute, that can change somebody else's life.
So Danny's the social workers are the link, are they? Is that how it works?
Yes, so they'll come in, they know what the families need, and everything is packed so well they can just easily access those things and get them to the families. We've got a week to raise the money to get into this new space.
We can do it.
We can do
it. A cup
And
of coffee, you're right.
On her website, she lists places around Australia if you want to get involved, similar charities that are doing the same thing.
We've put all those details on our website. We should say also congratulations to Kylie.
Yes.
Engaged. Amazing news.
Yes.
Pass on our congratulations as well. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Would you please thank Dannii Minogue?
That's the show tonight. Thank you very much, Steve.